All right, so lights, camera, capillary action. Wait, what? What am I talking about? I'm just being silly. Actually, it's a cool science term, and we're going to learn about it today because we're here at Zoo Science. Welcome, guys. I'm Cynthia. I'm with the beautiful North Carolina Zoo's Conservation Education and Science Division, and we're going to learn about something called capillary action. It's going to be fun. We're going to start with this really cool experiment that we call walking rainbow. And you guys can do this at home. Well, let me show you what we did. We started with 6 cups. 3 of them had water and 3 of them had color. The other 3 were completely empty. Now, remind you, this takes time. Capillary action, let me just tell you what it is. It is a process that plants use to pull nutrients up out of the soil, through the water in the soil, into their roots, up their stems, all the way to the leaves, so that every part of that plant can get the minerals and the nutrients and be healthy. So you start with those 3 cups with plain water and put color in them, and over time, 48 hours for us, you end up with a beautiful walking rainbow. Let me show you what you do. I want you guys to do this at home. You just need some clear cups or jars so you can see the color. You put water in 3 of them, and then some color in that water. Now, we used primary colors, right? Because primary colors are those colors that when you mix them together, they create other colors, hence the rainbow effect. But you can certainly use any colors you want. We've learned through practice that the darker the better, okay? So get the colors nice and deep and rich, and then you take paper towels, which kind of act as your plant stem, and you fold them. Now remember, these 3 cups are empty. Only 3 have water and color. But, I don't know if you know this, but water molecules have a couple of really cool properties. I'm about to throw a lot of syllables at you, but one of the properties that water molecules have is called adhesion. It simply means the molecules like to adhere to other spaces, okay? So what they're doing, the molecules of colored water are adhering to the spaces in between the fibers of the paper towel, just like they would adhere to the spaces between fibers in a plant stem. And it pulls up, just like you can already see it starting to work. There's also a property in water called cohesion. And cohesion is that property that makes water molecules want to stick together, stick to each other. So that's why you don't see a dot here and a dot there. You see that whole wall of color coming up and over because those water molecules are sticking together. And over time, you will go from 3 empty, colorless, waterless cups to a rainbow of beauty due to the really cool process of capillary action. Capillary colors. You can also try this in another way, not just seeing capillary action at work, but tasting it. So we tried it with some celery leaves and stalks. So you can get these at the grocery store. Again, you just need some clear jars. And we tried it with sugar. We tried it with salt. We again tried it with some beautiful dark color. And then there's one plain one. So again, give it 24 to 48 hours to allow that capillary action to move, to allow those properties of adhesion and cohesion to defy gravity and move up the stem. And this one, we put sugar in that water. So I'm going to taste it. A little sweet. I could have used more sugar. It's kind of bland, kind of like a regular celery leaf would be. Let's try the salty one. Nikki, my friend Nikki salted this one, and she went haywire with the salt. So I have a feeling this one's going to kind of blow me away. Oh, that one's really salty, guys. If you have high blood pressure, don't go too heavy on the salt. But my favorite, look at this. Look how these leaves absorbed the color all the way from the bottom of the stalk to the tips of the leaves as that capillary action has risen and gotten those celery leaves a beautiful blue color. So you can try that at home. You can also try it with flowers, particularly light colored or white flowers. Make your water dark again. We used yellow, and sure enough, if you look on the edges of these white carnations, you can see that how that yellow coloring has risen to the top through that wonderful process. So thank you guys so much for hanging with me today and learning about capillary colors and how that works. I can't wait for you to try some experiments at home and see if it works out for you. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time.